welcome back, or welcome for the first time. Maybe you're just catching on to this phenomenon that's Cup0Joes.
Taking over the world.
Very soon, very soon. Welcome to Cup0Joes, where you get your daily cup of Joe from a couple of Joes. I'm Joe Valenzuela. That's Joey Myers. Today, we're going to be talking about the same bullshit we always talk about. You know, the topic of our icon or logo says life discussions.
Yep.
I think that encapsulates what we talk about.
Yeah, as we've watched some of these, it's definitely...
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. There we go. Get this
Sometimes
started.
I forget to cheers at the beginning and the end.
I need it in order to start drinking.
And, again, running contest. If you can guess what's in the cups, you get to come on the pod.
And it's not coffee. Spoiler alert.
Now, you can only come on the pod for 2 questions, and then we're going to kick your ass off. But it's going to be a fun 2 questions that you get to kind of curate yourself. So put down in the comments what you think we're drinking. All right, let's get into shit. So we kind of want to talk a little bit about Disneyland.
Yes.
Now, we're talking Disneyland, California. Although, have you been to Orlando?
I've not.
Okay, so I've been to that one as well.
Yep.
Which is like a very tiny version of Disneyland.
Yeah.
I suggest if you have been to the California Disneyland and you go to Florida, maybe skip that park. Because it's like a tiny Disneyland.
Interesting.
I had a really good time at Epcot, which was weird.
Yeah. I think everyone says that Epcot's awesome.
There's people in those lands that are from the lands. So, like you go to the England and there's a guy from fucking England. You go to the Scotland and there's a Scottish guy giving you stuff. It's kind of cool. So,
Nice.
All right, but we're talking about Disneyland, California, which we're from California. So if you've ever been, there are 2 parks right across the street from each other. You have Disneyland Park, the main guy that's always been there, and then you have
California Adventures.
California Adventure, which is right across the street from it. Did you guys do 2-day hoppers, or what'd you do?
One park, one day.
One park, one day. I think
So we
that's
went Disneyland the first day.
Yeah.
And then California the second day.
Okay. So Joey just went. I recently just went as well. The end of the year, and they have this new Genie Plus thing.
Yeah.
And so if you've been to Disneyland before, they used to have these things called fast passes, where you're able to take your pass, run around, get fast passes pretty much ad nauseum. An hour or so went by, and you get another one. We used to game the system like a motherfucker. I'm pretty sure my family is the reason they have this new Genie Plus now.
Right.
We used to just run and get hell of them.
Yep.
So, what do you think about the Genie Plus thing?
All right. So it took me a full day to fully understand it and find the tips and tricks. Now, I think I found a loophole.
Okay.
All right. So the very first day, kind of got screwed myself. So we were like, all right, we're going to save all of the good rides for the end.
Okay.
Semi-successful. We probably got on just about everyone that we wanted to do using the Genie Plus. But our first ride, we're going to rope drop, hit Andy.
Yep.
Indiana Jones. Get there, it's closed, but it had never said that it was closed. So
So now you're on the other side of the park.
And now we're having to go to like Thunder Mountain. So we're having to do all kinds of crazy stuff. But what I learned halfway through the day, because we got to a ride that closed down. So the Genie Plus gave us, since it was closed down, gave us a free pass, and then you could immediately book another one.
Yes.
Now, what I learned is it takes a long time for that ride to get taken off of the Genie Plus. So the next day when I figured this out, Goofy Sky School over in California Adventures closes down all the time. Got a pass for there.
So you waited for it to close down, or you got the pass first?
Got the pass first.
Okay, yeah.
Closed down for the first time. And I'm watching it. I then have a free pass.
Yep.
So then I get another Goofy Sky School pass.
Yep.
For 5 minutes later, and guess what? Closes down.
Again.
Now I have another free one. And I kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it. I think we ended up with like 5 free passes before they finally closed it down. So then we could just do whatever we wanted basically the rest of the day.
In California Adventure, that's a good thing.
Yeah. We hit everything.
And Credit Coaster was on there too, right?
Yeah.
You could do. I know that some experiences weren't, like maybe Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, and I didn't realize Spider-Man wasn't until I got there. They were like, yeah, you can't do this, but we'll let you do it this time.
Oh, nice.
Because the storm came in at about 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Oh.
And it came in hard. That was our last ride of the day. So I was like, fuck, we're gonna have to fucking figure out something else on the different side of the park. Like, I just want to get out of here because it's pouring rain.
It was coming down too.
Yeah. So they let us do it, and then we got out of there after that. But
nice. Do they have the food still that was up? Like those food things at California Adventure on the pier?
yeah, for the Lunar New Year is what they were doing. That's what they were celebrating.
Yeah. There's one thing about Disney that Disney does so well. The one thing that Disney does really well is there's always a celebration for something.
Yeah.
There's a fucking 75-year anniversary, and then 2 years later, there's a 100-year anniversary. We're just celebrating different shit, but there's always these things that they have to do that are exclusive, and you get to get the cups and the fucking popcorn things that all have the 100 on them now.
Yep.
It is an expensive journey.
Yeah. I feel like we did it super cheap actually this time. Normally, in 2 days you're guaranteed to drop $1,000.
Yeah.
I think we did it for maybe a quarter of that this time. Like the kids just weren't hungry the entire day. We brought like peanut butter jelly sandwiches in the bag.
Nice.
And they were good with it all day. It's like, hey, do you want to sit down and eat, or do you want to keep going on rides and you can just eat that? And they're like, we're good with this. Let's keep going.
That is the way to do it too, because you waste so much time eating too. Such long lines, and I mean they have the mobile to go stuff now, which is kind of cool.
Right.
But we usually go out to downtown Disney, and it takes an hour and a half. But sometimes we go out during the midday as well, because we're definitely rope droppers too.
Yeah.
Go in, get a bunch of shit done, get the fuck out, and then come back in later at night to see some of the shows and shit.
The way to do it is you go to Embassy Suites, you take your midday break at 5 to 6:30, where you get free drinks in the lobby, free drinks, some food.
If you don't know about this Embassy Suites hack, this is great, because they have a happy hour every night at Embassy Suites, and they don't give a fuck if you're not staying at the Embassy Suites. Or next time you're at an Embassy Suites, just keep that card. You can walk in and get free drinks. Is it just beer and wine? I don't know.
We didn't do it this time because we had kids. But I think it's normally well drinks too.
Yeah. What a great thing for a hotel to do. Should stay at more Embassy Suites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of souvenirs do you buy when you go? Do you get any of the souvenir shit, or like one thing a kid, or what? Yeah.
So we usually, like the month before, we work the kids like slave labor. No, we give them certain tasks and say, all right, this is going to earn you X amount of dollars for a trip.
Oh, cool.
Get them super motivated, get them to clean out their rooms, like of all the extra stuff, especially with Christmas that just happened.
Yeah.
And Mason and Braylon have, birthdays coming up. Hey, let's get rid of some stuff and I'll buy it back from you.
Oh,
but in order
that.
to just start getting rid of stuff. So they each had like $100 or something. That's whatever you want to spend.
Okay.
And then we'll normally like chip in a little bit extra if you want something cool.
And this is not like on like a snack or fucking churro. It's like an actual,
Yeah, an item that you actually
This is all you get. Choosing wisely, soda's $12.
Yeah, no, it's like the toys, the clothes, like even the clothes we'll buy if
So last time we spoke too, you had not yet been to Star Wars Land, right?
Yep.
What do you think?
It's awesome. It's the most immersive land by far. And I love Cars Land too.
Yeah, Cars is great.
Very immersive there, but you can still see other things. That's what I love about Star Wars is you cannot see anything. When you're there, that is the world that you live in.
Yep.
And I love that. Did Rise, by far the best. Best ride I've ever been on. Yeah, by far.
So you paid the extra for that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
It's worth it.
It's $26 fucking per person, and you had a party of 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Much like when I go, a party of 5. So it ain't cheap, and that's one fucking ride.
Yeah, we didn't do that with Cars. We rope drop Cars the second day.
Okay, that's a good way to do it too. Did you do the Spider-Man ride?
Yeah, we did that one twice. I liked that one a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get tired? First time?
I had a lot of practice. Look up the ride. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Let's just say you got to move your fingers around a lot.
Legoland actually has one that's very similar to it called Ninjago. We're throwing like Ninja Stars.
Okay.
In the same type of ride, like almost identical.
Nice.
So it's fun.
Legoland. I think is the shittiest of the lands. I'm just gonna say that. Sorry, Legoland. If you want to change my mind, have us out.
It's solid if you have kids under 8 years old. 8 is like the cutoff.
And I really loved the hotel.
Yeah.
The hotel was super cool. I think maybe I was talking to Taylor about when you guys went, but did they not like the elevator or something?
No, they loved it.
Okay, maybe that was somebody else.
Everything about the hotel they loved. They wanted to spend more time in the hotel than they did the park.
Yeah, that's what I did too. We stayed in like the treasure hunt room or something like that.
Yeah, the pirate one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the same. They have a restaurant there, which I loved.
Yeah.
We have a Lego pit in the middle, so
Yeah, kids are just sitting there getting going.
yeah.
Much fucking Jesus inside that bitch. Also, too, like, for some reason, I thought that downtown Disney had better Legos than Legoland did. Like, there are a couple impressive ones, but downtown Disney has the big ass dragon and
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It's Legoland.
That's a fact. Those are the best Legos.
And then I cracked the safe, and I was with my ex at the time, and she got pissed. She was like, "You let them figure it." I'm like, "Well, we're fucking figuring it out."
If I know, I know.
Like an escape room almost.
Right.
Super fun though.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to mention one thing about Disney too, often referred to as the happiest place on earth. But I like to call it the happiest place on earth, where in any direction you look, you can see somebody yelling at someone. It's a stressful time, man. You're getting people together, the young children together, and putting all these fucking people in this pressure cooker of, I couldn't get to do that. So
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're spending so much money,
yes,
and the pressure is on immediately. Like,
Absolutely
All right, gotta
is.
get on this ride because the kids are seeing the rides. They want to be on the rides. It's like, fuck. Like, you only have X amount of time to get everything done.
Yep.
And it's tight.
It is tight.
It is
And most people that go don't understand like the rope dropping and fucking getting there 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Or maybe they do understand it and are not willing to do it because it is pretty fucking insane to do.
Yeah.
But once you're dropping $2,500 just on tickets to get in the fucking place, we're going to go on all the rides.
Exactly. I mean, and that's where the pressure comes. Like, like I don't think I could go about it leisurely. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel I've been to Disneyland 40-ish
Yep.
times roughly in my life.
You ever go with someone that does it leisurely?
It bothers the fuck out of me.
Like, what are you doing? You can't sit down. The fuck, you can't just get a... You can't get a pretzel right now. It ain't pretzel time.
It's funny too that's a funny thing. So I have like in my head like I am the map. Like that meme,
Yes.
I am the map.
Yeah.
That's me.
I'm good. We're good. I got the wait times in here too, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, and I have a specific wait time that I will and will not do for every ride.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're going to one place, it's like, all right, we're going to this one, and it's like, oh man, that's 30 minutes. And the other person's like, oh, that's cool, and I'm like,
No, it's not.
no, it's not. That is a 10-minute wait at best.
And that fucks us up the rest of the day
Yep,
if we
yep.
do that. No, but we want to go on this one. I don't give a fuck what you want.
This is not a want.
Between 5 and 8, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Right now, this is what we're doing. But and it's hard to organize even more than one family.
Right.
When you get 3 families together, it's like, fuck, dude, we're going to go do this. If you'd like to come and join, please do.
Yeah.
So, it is a happy place, but a lot of fights going on, a lot of makeup sex happening out there, too. Like,
Hopefully not in the
quiet ass makeup sex.
Another good thing about Embassy Suites, they do have a
Elevated room, and there we go. See, you get a closed door. This is
Embassy Suites is going to be our first sponsor.
yeah, sponsored by Embassy Suites. Get 10% off using Cup0Joes. You actually won't. Don't fucking do that.
I'm actually trying.
Yeah, put it in a bunch of times. If you do, maybe we'll fucking make it work. All right, moving on to some sports now. When we talk about sports, I always like to talk about Steph first.
Yep.
Did you fucking see? And I did not even see the game. Again, I was
46?
skiing yesterday. 6 for 6 in the first half from 3.
I think it's 7 in a row. I think that's what I read.
It was 6 for 6 in the first half, and then I think he came out and hit another one.
Yeah.
Ends up going 11 for 16, 42 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds.
Yeah.
A pretty much fuck it, I'll do it myself game.
Yeah. I like that. He's probably pissed off they didn't do anything at the trade deadline.
They got rid of Corey Joseph.
I got a text from I got a text
Fucking
from
Warriors.
I got a text from my buddy. He's like, so I guess we can celebrate. We don't have to watch basketball for the rest of the year now.
Yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. And then Steph comes out with an amazing performance, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Clay was gone. I was going to be okay with it, too. I was going to be like, yeah, okay.
There has been some interesting trades that have happened, though.
Pat Bev goes to the Bucks.
It's good.
They're a contender, so he's getting like that. Who else? What else happened? I haven't been following it that much.
Yeah, I haven't been paying that close of attention. Although the Warriors are on fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
6 of the last 10. What is it? 4 in a row, 5 in a row right now?
Four in a row right now, yeah. We could turn this shit around. You never know. We got the players.
All you have
do
to do is get in and then make a team beat you 7 straight games.
Yeah.
Or in 7 games.
Yeah, and hopefully not in the play-in either. 'Cause that,
Right.
anything can fucking happen in that game.
Yeah, we've seen what's happened there.
We've
Lakers
been
beat us.
pushed out before, yeah. So, Warriors are still going to have an interesting season. Now you know that we're riding with Clay. Maybe he sits on the bench a little bit more in the fourth like he did. Did you see that quote where he was talking about how kind of sad he was?
Yeah.
And Draymond's in the background like, I said he can't play out of finals. Fuck that.
But that's Draymond. You gotta love him.
Gotta love him.
It's a great attitude to have towards it. I hope what it does is that it's a humbling experience for him.
I think it is already, yeah.
I think his reaction to that question says he's
much
humbled
told you,
pretty
yeah.
much.
He's like, yeah, man. He even said to go from being one of the best players to whatever the fuck I am now.
You know, something that I'm curious about, and I don't know the answer to this, is what does his workout routine look like? What does his off-season program look like? Because you have one of the best to show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Steph shoots more than anyone.
I think
Does Clay do the same thing? I don't know.
the only thing I know about it is I know he didn't play for one summer when he had the injuries.
Right.
It might have even been this last summer. Not because I think he didn't play the summer before too. He might not have played any like pickup. And a lot of guys hone their skills in those pickup games that happen with
Right.
other league players too, that they just get together and do a camp and
Right.
great shit happens. It does seem like it takes a while for him to get going, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Like it takes him 20 games to realize, oh shit, I'm Klay Thompson.
I just don't think that he is a shot, but it's not intended to be. I just don't think anybody works as hard as Steph, but I don't think that Clay puts in
As much.
as much.
He's like chilling with Rocco, getting pussy, and
Right. But what I hope it does
he's
is
on his boat, motherfucker.
I hope he gets humbled to the point of like, all right, I'm going to put the work in for the next 2 years because
should lock in with him.
honestly, that's all you got. That's all Steph's got. That's all Clay's got. I mean, Steph can keep going, but he's not going to produce at the same level.
He's a fucking free agent this year too.
Steph?
No,
Oh, Clay.
Clay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Unrestricted?
that would be the shittiest thing. If we don't do anything with him because we just didn't, and we lose him to fucking free agency and get nothing, what the fuck would you be doing there? Would you think someone else would offer him more than us? I mean, you got to think like,
Small market teams.
yes, super small market teams
Yeah.
are like, fuck that, let's just get Clay. We'll be good for the next 5 years.
He's not a draw like Steph is. I honestly don't think he's as big of a star. You remove him from the Warriors, I mean, we could see him cut next year, like
Yeah.
halfway through the season. If he didn't have the...
Yeah. The track record of what he has and how much he's helped our franchise.
Absolutely.
He's been riding that since the injuries.
100%.
And then he came back, and had a really good year, but it's just, we all gave him the benefit of the doubt, I think, like, okay, he's going to have a really bad year, but he had an okay year, and we're like, oh shit, he might be back.
I think it's a frustrating thing to watch happen as dynasties start to go.
Yeah.
And you just hold on a little bit too long. Whereas if you could just leverage your players on their way out, and we're all recognizing it.
Yep.
We're recognizing, all right, the dynasty's falling apart.
Yeah.
Time to ship everyone out and maybe pull it back, get Steph another couple pieces, and he can still be a cornerstone for the next year or two. After that, he's going to be relegated to.
And we got a couple rookies that are coming up in our system. Kaminga's doing really well right now, ever since he talked shit to Steve. Through Tim Kawakami, who knows if that's even real, but
Yeah.
it for some reason sparked him to put him in the game more. So
Yeah. Oh, side note. So I collect sports cards. I don't know if you know this about me.
I don't.
So used to love it as a kid. Got into it a little bit during COVID as well. I think
All
everyone
sports?
did. Baseball, basketball, football.
Cricket.
Yeah, a little bit of cricket. Huge into hockey.
Women's volleyball. He just likes the shorts on this one.
So how they work. Sometimes you get autographs. Sometimes you get like piece of jerseys and all that stuff. Well, I got a box, ripped it open as baseball. And I got a baseball card, redemption card.
Okay.
So all it says on there is this card is worth, and it says the player's name and what type of card it is.
This is from a blind pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got an autographed Corey Seager card.
Okay.
4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. And at the time he was with the Dodgers. Good player, but nothing special. So basically what happens is they're assigned X amount of cards that they have to sign. But if it takes them a while to sign it, they have to they'll get it back to you at some point.
Okay. So he hasn't done the work yet to get it to you.
Correct.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years into it, I still have not gotten the card. So I had sent in about 1.5 years ago a request for a new card, because you're allowed to do that after X amount of time.
You're like, hey, obviously this isn't going to happen.
So you can ask for a certain team. So I'm like, cool, yeah, I'll do the Warriors. The Warriors or Cowboys, whichever one, just send me a card equal value. Well, I finally got my card today. Bullshit thing is, Corey Seager was just the World Series MVP.
Fuck.
But I already put the request in. So it would have been a really nice card to
He
have.
probably
now.
would have signed it after he fucking won the World Series.
Fucking exactly. Yeah.
You got Corey Joseph?
No. I got a Kuminga rookie card.
Oh.
Signed Kuminga rookie.
This is going to be worth something.
Oh, I fucking hope so.
It's going to be 24 years before it is. But
On this same podcast, I said he doesn't have it. And then I can get the card.
it's okay. We like to be proven wrong, especially if it's our teams that we like.
I do have to say, this is a shot at you. Jonathan Kuminga, you could have done better on your signature.
Oh, shit. Is it just
It's a J
JK?
and a K.
I
And
get
it's
it.
smudged too.
Oh, you motherfucker. You fat fingered it. Your skinny ass fingers, too. God damn it. All right. So, that's enough about the Warriors. Let's get into some Super Bowl predictions. Super Bowl's in 3 days. This podcast probably won't be out for a couple weeks, so it's always fun to watch us be wrong.
Terribly wrong.
Sometimes we're right. Before we talk about the Super Bowl, though, there was just the NFL awards, right? That was on last night?
Last night, yeah.
Yeah, so CMC, Offensive Player of the Year.
Sorry, pick.
Well deserved.
100%.
Well deserved. I know that there was talks about him getting the MVP, which has only happened once before, I think, that went to a non-quarterback.
Recently, I don't remember.
Yeah.
The last
So, Lamar Jackson got MVP.
not deserving.
I don't think he did either. I mean, I guess it's a regular season award. They always say that shit.
Yeah, but even so, he only had. So he's had 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
The first time he won, I think he had 40 touchdowns.
Yeah.
39 touchdowns.
Yeah.
This season, I think he had 27. But he also had 10 turnovers.
Fucking Brock has 40.
I know.
And
Undeserving.
And a way lower percentage of turnover and lower percentage of throws to touchdowns as well.
I would have been okay with just about anyone else winning it. I know that he was the favorite going into it. But at the end of the day, he's just Dak Prescott. He can't win in big games,
No, he can't.
except for Dak Prescott had better passing numbers by a lot.
far, huh?
By a lot.
That's crazy.
Josh Allen should have won. CMC should have won. I'd have not been happy with Brock Purdy winning it either, but
Yeah. And they knew that too. They knew that they couldn't do that.
there's
Like,
too much.
fuck.
I think it's good for him though, because I think the pressure would have been on
Yeah.
if he won MVP and then goes out on Sunday.
And throws a stinker. Yeah.
He would have been ripped forever.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always going to be in the underdog position anyway, so I love him playing from that position.
100%.
If I would keep that chip on your shoulder, young man. It would sell it funny. I just thought, I mean, it shows Brock he's like hella hype and he's got his helmet off. It's like a photo shoot. It says, "It looks like somebody's dressed up as Brock Purdy for Halloween."
Oh, that's funny. All right, did you see his look-alike comparison? And he got asked in the interview that he was doing.
No, what does he look like?
It's fucking a weird question. There's a lot of weird questions that they ask in the lead up to the Super Bowl.
It's the craziest week of fucking media. Now you gotta go play the biggest game of your life after this shit.
So let
too?
me get a whole bunch of stupid ass questions before. But someone asked, "Hey, have you seen the pictures side by side of you and Lee Harvey Oswald?" And holy shit,
Really?
it's the same dude.
Wow, maybe he's just a psychopath.
It's the same dude.
That's crazy.
Killing dudes left and right, you know?
By the way, have you seen a picture of Joey and Jared Goff next to each other?
I can see it now. It's going to go right here. The edit's
Put
going
it
to
up,
come out.
Cedric. Put it up. Maybe we'll do a 3. One of you, the guy from the Nightmare thing, and Jared Goff. All 3 of you guys.
The Nightmare?
American Nightmare Story.
Oh.
I think he looks like you up here, not down here. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some Super Bowl prop bets, which are always fun to look at. There are crazy things that you can bet on during the Super Bowl, and only during the Super Bowl. You can bet on if the coin is, tails or heads, or if it hits a ref. There's a prop bet for if it hits a person or a player or ref, and if it does, you get like 160,000 to 1 or some shit, because it has happened.
Yeah, it has.
I think that one would be easy. Like, it doesn't really affect the game if it touches somebody. Just pay that ref $1 million. Fucking flick that shit into his foot, man. That's all you gotta do. We're not messing with the integrity of the game there, right?
Just your personal integrity.
Yeah. For $1 million? Shit. We all got a price. Okay, so give me some NFL Super Bowl prop bets.
All right, let's go with an easy one. First one, starting off, Reba McEntire is doing the national anthem.
Okay.
Under
Minutes, right?
over 90 seconds.
Ooh. Fuck. I know I've looked at this one before. I would say Reba will go over.
I'm going over on that one as well.
Yeah. Reba's got a lot of runs she likes.
This is a stupid fucking...
They're all fucking stupid.
Reba McEntire to wear white boots. Odds plus 500.
Plus 500. So 500 wins you nothing?
Basically nothing.
Okay. So she's definitely wearing white boots then, most
Yeah.
likely.
Now, yellow is plus 1,400.
Holy shit.
Yellow boots would be terrible.
Yeah.
Although I understand why, because the Chiefs, I guess, have yellow.
They do. They do. She could be in a 49ers red
Yeah.
Chiefs ensemble. Or is she a Chiefs fan?
I have no idea.
Fuck her then. Fuck you, Reba.
I have a feeling she's a Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
Blue is
she's
plus,
definitely a Cowboy fan.
blue is plus 1,000, so I feel strongly about that.
The white boots would go with Cowboy cheerleader.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
All right, coin toss to land on tails.
Land on tails is
And odds are minus 105.
okay. So heads is the better bet there. And they use these weird coins too. It's not a fucking quarter. It's a commemorative NFL coin.
Right.
So, I mean, is there any gamesmanship that goes on in that? Who makes those coins?
Is it weighted properly?
Putting
It's Vegas. I know
a
it's
bunch
not.
of shits. Yeah, this is bullshit.
Are you going heads or tails?
I'm going heads.
I'm going
Heads.
tails.
Okay. Heads, tails. Now, is there the one that if it hits somebody?
I haven't seen it yet.
Maybe they got rid of that one.
But I like this one though. Debo Samuel, big play parlay. Odds plus 19,674. And in order to hit this, Debo Samuel needs under 4.5 catches,
Under.
over 80 yards.
Okay.
So it's a big
So
play.
it's 20 fucking yards per catch or one big play. And
And then over 16.5 rushing yards. $10 gets you $1,967.
I can see all those happening except for the under 4.5 catches. That's where you're getting me there. He's going to get targeted at least 10 times, and that ball sticks to him. And that's how they're going to fuck people on that one.
I don't know. I think it's very doable. I think going under 4.5 catches and 80 yards is really tough.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
But $10 gets you. What? I mean, might as well throw $100 on it or something.
Yeah.
It hits. It hits.
No shit.
Shit. What if that did hit? Oh.
I like this one a lot. Jason Kelsey, under one shirt for the second half.
Meaning, like he's just gonna take his shirt off, or
Yep.
he's gonna be wearing two different shirts. What if he puts
No,
it
no.
back on?
No, if he takes it off, it's gone.
Okay, so he takes it off. That's a sure bet. What is it? Fucking minus 900.
I think it's even odds. For
Okay,
that.
all right. That's a good one.
George Kittle to have 110.
All-purpose yards, or
Yes.
well, he'll only be catching it anyway.
I don't think he's gonna have over 100.
No, 110. That's a lot.
That's for George.
No chance.
Yeah.
My favorite bet. I'm gonna go to my favorite one.
They have one if they're gonna get barred for gambling or.
That's for sure happening. Okay. Here it is. The odds are plus 100,000 on this.
Okay.
This is serious. The aliens will invade Las Vegas during the game, and the game ends up in a tie.
What? That is on there?
Yeah, plus 100,000.
It can't end in a tie, right?
If aliens invade anything, which we've now made a full circle in this podcast, we have now married aliens and football and betting all into one.
That'd be some shit. If the aliens come, but then the game still fucking it doesn't tie.
Well, what makes that tough is they need to come in because I mean I would assume you end the game right away, obviously,
But when the aliens come, okay.
but it has to be a tie at that time. Like no one can have the lead. That's what makes it kind of tough here.
That's what makes it tough.
That's what makes it tough.
The fucking alien.
As a Cowboy fan, I'm hoping this hits.
There's no winner of the Super Bowl this year. Oh fuck. All right, so that's NFL Super Bowl prop bets. I think we got into some predictions on the last pod of who was going to win the game.
Yep.
Obviously, you know I'm a Niners fan, so I'm going for the Niners all day, every day. Hopefully, it's a fucking blowout, but it's going to be close, I think. Any Taylor Swift prop bets on there? It's got to be an over/under like 30 seconds or
There
like
has to be.
4 times that they show her or something like that.
Are there Taylor Swift prop bets? There has to be. I'm
There
just
has
not
to
looking
be.
at the right
There has to be a
ones.
whole fucking website dedicated to Taylor Swift prop bets.
This is stupid.
Is there $1 million to one she takes her top off or something? It's probably less likely than the aliens and the tie happening.
Absolutely. All right, so she has a
Here we go.
minus 130 to not be shown during the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, no fucking way.
There's no chance of
Yeah,
that.
she'll be a star. She'll be shown during that for sure. Yeah, because Reba's going to sing for
They're going to
90
show all the
seconds.
celebrities in the crowd. This
Yeah.
is not specific to her. They're going to show
They are.
everyone.
And there's
Everyone.
going to be a lot. It being in Vegas, tickets being $8,100. So I was at the bar 2 days ago and having a drink, and this guy next to me, he has an English kind of accent, but his American accent's coming into, and I'm like, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from London originally. I was a ballet dancer. And I'm like, you're like 5'2". How are you a ballet dancer? He's like, I had a 60-inch vertical. I'm like, what? And he pulls up a picture of him jumping in the air, full splits with his legs basically over his head. And he's about 5.5, 6 feet off the ground. I'm like, holy shit.
Was he hitting on you?
I no. He had a wife. He was, though, going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
He
Nice.
found out that one of his good friends had leukemia.
Oh, fuck.
And
Now I feel like an asshole.
he might want to suck my dick. I don't know. I might let him. He can jump real high. He was like 58 now, right?
Yeah.
So nice tight asshole, I'm sure. So anyhow, he goes, yeah. Found out my buddy had it. We found out like 6 weeks ago. We're huge Niner fans. We've been to a lot of the games together. And I was like, well, I was looking at the tickets and they're like $8,200, like the lowest form. He's like, yeah, we got a deal. We found him on, I think it was Craigslist or some crazy shit like that. $5,600 per ticket. So he's like, my friend's dying. I don't give a fuck. Let's go have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, well, it's gonna be a really expensive day if we lose.
It's like
Could you
Disneyland.
imagine?
It's like Disneyland not getting on a single ride.
And not even getting to see anything. Like as you were about to go in, it just closes.
No Mickey.
None. Oh, did you do that new Mickey ride?
I did. It's pretty cool. I like it.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
Forgot to talk about that in that other segment, but yeah, that they have a new ride in Toontown, and they're opening Toontown earlier because of this now too, which I like.
Yeah, it was a good ride.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Was a lot of screen and then motion too.
Yeah.
A lot of those rides are going like that now.
Some of the screens are good. Some of the screens are like Star Tours kills me. I get sick on it every time.
Do you
but
really?
Yeah. I can't do it anymore. I'm getting old.
You never been the Rebel Spy?
No, I have.
Ah,
yeah.
fuck you.
I have one time.
There is a trick to being Rebel Spy. If you guys don't know this about Disney, it is when you're getting in the ride, you want to get somewhere in the middle, and you want to get so mid, so like 4 rows up and right in the middle. And once you do, when you're putting your seatbelt on, most people are looking at their seatbelt, and that's when they take the picture. So if you just chill and stay straight, or even make like a weird face, you can get picked sometimes. And then,
yeah.
I've always like been able to get the kids because I'm like, she really wants to be the Rebel Spy. Here's a 50.
Further, there's a phone number, but
I found out it was on the 50. And they put you in Disney jail for solicitation and stuff. Yeah, but before we get into jokes today, I have an Am I the Asshole story. Short one.
fuck yes.
Okay. I, 26 female, arranged for my sister, 29 female, to pick me up from the airport. We don't live with each other, but close to each other, and it's roughly an hour from the airport. She shows up with her little dog in her lap. I tell her to put the dog in the back seat. She says no. I tell her I'm not getting in. I'm like, why
Already?
the fuck?
I'm gonna stop you already. Already, I know which one's the asshole.
It's just like, I'm like, why the fuck would you bring it? It's fucking dangerous to drive with a dog on your lap. She says, why is this going on? She says, deal with it. I say no. I walk away. I get in a taxi. Sure, it cost me money, but in my opinion, it's safer. As soon as I walk away, she started blowing up my phone. Over the last day, she's been asking for gas money. I sent a simple text that said no. Am I the asshole here? Now, my initial thought was, yeah, what the fuck? You're definitely the asshole. Your sister drove an hour away to pick you up from the airport. And because she has this tiny dog on her lap, But as reading through the comments, and a lot of people were saying it's a safety concern. The dog on her lap could easily cause an accident, and people were citing things like, yeah, my mom had her dog on her lap and she got in an accident and killed her dog and fucking smashed her own face. So, I don't know. I wouldn't have a problem
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
with
I
it
do a
at all.
lot crazier shit driving.
I know. All right? I'd be like, yeah.
I've wrecked a lot of cars too, though.
Here's a better question. Okay, if it's just a safety thing, then why don't you invite the dog onto your lap? Right? The dog's still in the front seat. Your sister's still driving.
Right.
I don't know.
All right, for sure, you owe gas money. For
sure. For sure.
Number 2, you're an asshole for making your sister drive an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah, I'm thinking she's definitely the asshole. I don't give a fuck about the safety concern reason. You don't know what that dude in that taxi got into was doing before he got in the taxi. He could be high on crack cocaine,
Yeah.
like most
fact,
taxi
I almost
drivers.
guarantee
Yeah. If he's a taxi driver,
Yeah.
he must be. But yeah, she's definitely the asshole.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Fucking whore. All right, we'll get into some jokes now.
I hope you're watching this.
I hope you're not. Oh, I was watching. Shout out to Shits and Gigs. Love that podcast. I was watching them today, and this is something hella funny. They're reading, I don't know, just funny things, and he said, "Why do men come so fast?" And the answer was, "I gotta get back to the girl I love." I like that. Little joke from Shits and Gigs from you. Watch their podcast too. It is much more popular than ours.
For now.
For now, we're coming after you. All right, jokes.
All right, are we picking a topic today?
I don't know, I think it's better when we don't. What is the difference between your wife and your job? After 5 years, your job will still suck. A family walks into a hotel, and the father goes to the front desk and he says, "I hope the porn is disabled." The guy at the desk replies, "It's just regular porn, you sick fuck." Is there a disabled category on Pornhub?
They have every category.
Okay. Okay. So there probably is.
I mean, Pornhub is good, clean family fun.
Comment below if you have some links.
You can get into some stuff.
Oh, wow. What's the best pickup line at a gay bar? Hey, can I push your stool in?
Could have told that to the ballet dancer.
Oh, yeah. He was short enough. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I wouldn't pay $50 to have a garbanzo bean on my face. What do a penis and a Rubik's Cube have in common? The more you play with it, the harder it gets. Here, I'll give it to you after. What's the difference between anal and oral sex? Oral sex makes your day. Anal sex makes your whole week.
Oh.
Oh, how do you make your girlfriend scream during sex? Call her and tell her about it.
Here's a feminist joke.
Aha.
What do you call the useless piece of skin on a dick?
The man? That's why dildos exist, I guess.
The nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy. What do they have in common? A wet nose.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if we did that one before. Oh, shit. What do you call a guy with a small dick? Justin.
What's another name for a vagina? The box a penis comes in.
Yes, it is. If a guy remembers the color of your eyes after the first date, chances are you have small tits. Who can make more money in a week, a drug dealer or a prostitute? A prostitute, because she can wash and resell her crack.
What do a bungee jump and a hooker have in common?
I don't know.
They're both cheap, fast, and if the rubber breaks, you're both pretty much screwed.
Fuck. Why do they call it PMS? Because mad cow disease was already taken.
Why did the snowman suddenly smile?
Mm.
He saw the snowblower coming.
Oh, shit. Pop the carrot in a different place. Why was the guitar teacher arrested? For fingering A minor.
Oh, shit. I don't know which.
Yes, we should.
Why did God give men penises?
I don't know.
So they at least have one way to shut a woman up. That one.
If your woman doesn't shut up, then she's not a good woman.
It's got that one.
Leave that shit in.
Oh, fuck.
If you're walking through the forest at night and you stumble across a dead body, what's the first thing that you should do? You got to check your map because you're obviously walking around in circles.
This is dumb. What do you get when you mix birth control and LSD?
What?
A trip without kids.
Sex is like a burrito. Don't unwrap it or that baby's in your lap.
What's the difference between your dick and a bonus check?
I don't know.
Someone's always willing to blow your bonus. I fucked that joke up.
No one's willing to blow your dick. What do you call a cheap circumcision? A ripoff. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? His wife died. This cancer, man, it was really bad, actually. But again, we hope to bring you much more enjoyable and funny content. Please hit the like, subscribe button. Make sure you follow us. You can listen and watch us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you like to consume your content. For the Cup0Joes podcast, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your day.
Cup of Joes.